Let's make cowboy candy dumplings. In last week's video, I made candied jalapeños, otherwise known as cowboy candy, and today I'm going to show you one way to use it. The first thing I'm going to make is a simple dipping sauce using honey, rice vinegar, lime juice, and some fresh cilantro. This honey is starting to crystallize, so I'm just going to pop it in the microwave for a few seconds until it's fluid. I'm using about 1/3 cup. And if I had a fresh lime, I would zest the lime into the honey and use the fresh lime juice, but I'm using what I have on hand today. I put a tablespoon of lime juice, but after tasting the sauce, I did add another tablespoon. I'm also adding a tablespoon of the rice vinegar to help cut some of the sweet from the honey, and I'll add the cilantro. Now, if you don't like cilantro, you can leave it out. If you love it, add a little more. I'm using what I was able to harvest this morning. Honestly, I'm just delighted that my plant is still alive. Red pepper flakes would be good in this too if you wanted to add a little more heat. Now I'm going to set the sauce aside and let those flavors marry while I make the dumplings. Using these little wonton wraps, I'm going to put a little pat of softened cream cheese in the center, a pinch of green onion, and about 1/2 teaspoon of the cowboy candy. Because I dice these before I can them, this part is much easier than if I were using the pepper rings. Those would need to be drained to keep the wrap from getting too wet. Using a little water all around the edges will make the wraps seal up, and I'm not doing anything fancy, just making little triangles. I think you could probably get really crazy creative with how you fold these up. Once I finish making the dumplings, I'm going to steam them, and I'm using a super high-tech method here. I have some boiling water in the pot, and I'll lay the dumplings on this splatter guard and then put the lid on and let them steam for about 5 minutes. Once the dumplings are wet, if you let them touch one another, they will stick together like they've been glued. So just be mindful of that when you're steaming them and when you're transferring them off of the steamer. I got this bottle of cayenne infused olive oil at a specialty store in Oak Grove, Louisiana. It's called the Olive Grove. They sell fine oils and balsamic vinegars, and if you're anywhere near them, you should definitely check them out. I think this oil will be an amazing oil to pan fry my dumplings and give them a little toasty, crispy finish. It doesn't take very long in the oil, and these little dumplings are best eaten warm, so I would not make them ahead and then take them to a party, but I have steamed them and then waited to fry them until just beforehand, and they came out great.